Hello everyone, welcome back to mylatriesit. This is going to be my third attempt to film this video because I've been struggling with setting everything up. Today I'm going to be comparing Blanche, Bête, and Paris Corner, Lactea Divina. So, is it worth it? Is the niche one worth it? Is the Middle Eastern one worth it? Which one would I choose if I had to buy only one? So I'm going to start off with Blanche, Bête. Here's the box. Really nice box. This little thing to pull the fragrance out. It has this with, little cards and stuff in the back. The little bag has a logo on it, and here is the fragrance. Look at her. She's beautiful. So up close, you can see it had a marble effect, glass. Cap is super heavy. It's a really luxurious fragrance. It's very beautiful. I honestly think it's a lot prettier in person than what I've seen. Just looking at it online, the bottle didn't really amaze me when I've just seen pictures of it, but it is really pretty in person. Very gorgeous. And then that's going to be in comparison to Paris Corner, Lactea Divina. So the box is a little less luxurious, I would say. But I mean, for the price point, I don't think you could really match that. I think I bought it for about $32 maybe. I'll try to look it up and see what I actually purchased it for and where I purchased it. It is a loud box though. If that makes sense. And here is the bottle. So, cap is heavy. The bottle does feel luxurious. I just don't think it's the most gorgeous bottle, in my opinion. But, that doesn't really matter. What matters is what's inside. But here's a side-by-side comparison of the two. I'm going to spray both of them on skin and kind of give you guys a detailed description on if it's a complete dupe or not. So I'm going to spray Blanche Bête on my left arm. So it is a really nice continuous mist. That was 3 sprays, so I'll just do the exact same for the Lactea Divina. I will say the sprayer on this is a lot more powerful. Oh, I can already smell it. Okay, so for Blanche Bête, top notes are milk, amaret, and mystical. Middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, incense, and mahonial, which I believe is supposed to mimic a floral scent. And the base notes are vanilla, musk, tonka bean, cacao, and I will put it up somewhere here on the screen. So in comparison, Lactea Divina, the top notes are incense and cacao, which incense was a middle note in Blanche Bête. I believe cacao was also a base note. And then the middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, and the base notes are milk, tonka bean, and vanilla. So it does have very similar ingredients. It just seems like the top, middle, and base are a little different. So milk is the base in Lactea Divina, whereas in Blanche Bête it is a top note. And I will say that does seem to be the case wearing it as well, and I'll explain why. So just first sniff. And as a disclaimer, I have worn both of these, so I can talk about longevity for both. I will say, first thing I noticed, Blanche Bête does have more of the incense. The Lactea Divina is a little bit creamier, so it does have that lactonic milk component to it. And I will say, wearing it, the milk lactonic kind of note does last a lot longer than the original Blanche Bête. So Blanche Bête is creamy, and the incense is what does ground it for me. So I can pick up on the milk. I can pick up on those soft florals. The mystical note, I'm not even 100% sure what on earth that is. It says natural and synthetic, popular and weird. So it does kind of have that ethereal vibe to it, and maybe that's what they were going for. When you're wearing it, you do feel light and interesting, but kind of angelic as well. yeah. And the incense is, to me, what grounds this fragrance and does really help with the longevity of it. And I do think the incense kind of keeps it from being a linear lactonic fragrance. It's probably about a 90% dupe, 85 to 90% dupe. I wouldn't say it's spot on just because I do pick up a lot more on the incense note in the Blanche Bête than I do in the Lactea Divina. So I don't know why I'm just like flashing my wrists. Side by side, I do pick up on all the same notes. Maybe the mystical. It's kind of like, you know, in the background a little bit in Lactea Divina, but I wouldn't say it's quite as captivating as Blanche Bête. However, if you do like the lactonic creaminess, and that is one of your favorite things, Lactea Divina is significantly more lactonic. And I do think it's because since it has less incense, it allows that milk to kind of shine through. So I have also heard that there's a popular second dupe for this fragrance, being Lattafa Her Confessions. However, the star ingredient for me, that lactonic kind of note, and from a lot of reviews, I have heard that Her Confessions is more floral than it is lactonic. And because of that, I wasn't interested in buying it. Between the two, if I only had to pick one, I would go with the original Blanche Bête. However, this is a very easy wear for me too. If I have nothing to do, if I'm just going to go work out, go to the gym, run errands, I would lean more towards this one. I do think all around this is a more rounded fragrance. This is more linear. This one's a little bit more rounded because it has that creaminess, it has that incense, it has a sweetness, whereas this is a significantly milkier version of this one. Longevity, they're about the same. I get a good 7 to 8 hours wear in both of these. If you haven't smelled this one, I would really highly recommend getting a sample of this. Decant X or Lucky Scent or wherever you can get your hands on it. I know Decant X usually has like an additional 20% off code. I personally use Justin Copeland's code. I think it's like Stay Fresh 15. I've been using that like forever because I honestly love watching his content, and it gets me a discount. I'm in absolutely no way associated with any of these websites, but I would say get a sample of this because I think with the discount, I got a 10 ml sample for around $20, which does buy you close to the whole bottle. So there is that kind of incentive to get the bottle versus getting this one. But I would say if you can, try both. If you don't really care, I would say go for Lactea Divina. If you are really into fragrance, I would say both. I do think this is going to be my wedding scent though. But yeah, that is my review. I've kind of been playing around with like lighting and where I want to set up. I got rid of my chair because I noticed when I was editing, like the squeakiness of that chair was just driving me insane. It was so difficult to edit it out, so I just got rid of it entirely. So I'm going to be doing Giardini di Toscana Bianco Latte versus the Lattafa Eclair. And I also have one other comparison that I just found out about, and it is the Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana versus, I think it's called Dedication. I don't even know who it's by. I received it as a little sample that was just like a free sample, and when I smelled it, I was like, oh, this smells very similar. So I'll be comparing those side by side. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.